Hey, you know, with all the ass, it's hard to pass on you. How's it co-parenting with her? If we still be trying to fuck you, because I'm quite sure he drive your son off. He be like, damn, look at that ass. Damn, that's that ass. That ass sitting, face sitting, titty sitting. It's like, how's the co-parenting for real? And do he still be trying to fuck you? I got two questions.
Okay, so one at a time.
Okay. Do he still be trying to fuck you?
He says things.
Why I feel like I'm on Mario Jerry Springer?
But we're never in a setting where he can be like, yeah, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't never.
So what you be saying? What's your response?
I think it's a joke. Like, I don't even take him serious. Like, sometimes, you know, if you overdo it, it's like, okay, stop. You doing too much. Like, you know, I got a nigga. Like, that's, you know, but.
Respect me.
I don't take him serious like that. So it's.
Good vibes. I don't want no negative vibes around me. I'm not dealing with no negative vibes from this day forward, man. I don't want no negative vibes around me. I'm straight. You know me. I don't want that energy around me.
What to do, baby moms? What's this?
You been a terrible dad.
Goddamn, man, stop saying. I came here to just see my son smile. At the end of the day, I miss my son.
First of all, listen.
That hurt me way more than it hurt you. You start off the conversation saying you're being a terrible dad. What are you talking about? Like, that just hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's crazy. Do you honestly feel like I'm a terrible dad?
Good vibes only. That's what MoneyBagg Yo was saying right before his whole relationship blew up in front of the entire internet. Because while he was posting about peace, positivity, and blocking out negative energy, the streets were already whispering that his girl was moving reckless behind his back. And when the truth finally came out, it wasn't just messy. It was personal, public, and humiliating in a way money can't hide. MoneyBagg Yo was living his best life with Ari Fletcher. Private jets, exotic cars, Birkin bags, front row seats to success. On the outside, they looked like one of hip-hop's strongest power couples. He was dominating the charts. She was building an empire of her own. Together, they looked untouchable. But behind those Instagram posts, something was already cracking. And the craziest part is, a lot of people saw it coming long before MoneyBagg ever did. Ari Fletcher isn't just someone who dates rappers. She's a brand, millions of followers, her own businesses, her own money. She never needed MoneyBagg to survive. And that independence gave her freedom most rapper girlfriends don't have. She wasn't stuck, she wasn't trapped, and she definitely wasn't scared to move how she wanted. That freedom became dangerous when rumors started floating that Ari wasn't being as loyal as she appeared. At first, it sounded like typical gossip, the kind that follows every celebrity woman around. No proof, no names, just noise, until one blogger decided to stop whispering and start talking. That blogger was Woo Lady. Instead of naming names, she used code words, but everyone knew exactly who she meant. According to her, multiple women were clashing over the same man, and that man was Lil Baby. She described the situation as so obvious you could see it in Times Square, meaning this wasn't a quiet situation. This wasn't low-key. This was hiding in plain sight. What really shocked people wasn't just Ari's name being attached to Lil Baby. It was who confirmed it next. Because when Jada Cheeves, Lil Baby's baby mama, went live, someone in the comments asked her directly about the rumors. No hesitation, no dodging, no slick answers. She simply said the rumors were true. No shade, no emotion, just facts. And then she added one word that changed everything. Been. Not recent, not new. Been. That single word flipped the entire story on its head. This wasn't a random fling. This wasn't a one-time mistake. According to Jada, this situation had been going on for a long time. Long enough for friendships to quietly fall apart. Long enough for tension to build behind the scenes. Long enough for people in the circle to already know what was up. Suddenly, everything made sense. Ari and Jada used to be close, supporting each other, showing love publicly, appearing together on shows like Impact ATL. But viewers noticed something felt off. The energy was weird. Jada was distant, cold, uninterested. At the time, people assumed jealousy or ego. Now we know it was betrayal. Jada wasn't acting funny for no reason. She already knew her so-called friend was dealing with her baby daddy. Instead of exposing it immediately, she chose silence. She pulled back quietly. Let Ari keep smiling in her face. let the truth sit heavy while she processed it on her own. But once the internet started connecting dots, Jada stopped protecting anyone's image but her own. And this is where things get even messier, because this wasn't Ari's first time being linked to cheating allegations. Years ago, Cardi B accused Ari of being involved with Offset while he was still married. That situation showed a pattern people didn't want to admit at the time. Ari wasn't afraid of crossing lines, especially when it came to powerful men. But before anyone crowns her the villain, there's another side of this story people can't ignore. MoneyBagg Yo hasn't exactly been loyal either. Throughout their relationship, multiple women came forward with receipts, screenshots, conversations, payments, stories that all pointed to the same thing. MoneyBagg was stepping out, and Ari was the one left embarrassed publicly. Every time it happened, she posted cryptic messages, loyalty quotes, pain disguised as strength, and every time she stayed. MoneyBagg would go silent, then come back with gifts, vacations, flexes, and the cycle would repeat. So when Ari finally moved how she wanted, some people didn't see it as cheating. They saw it as payback. And not just any payback, because messing with Lil Baby wasn't random. That was strategic. That was ego-shattering. Another rapper, another bag, another level of status. Someone arguably bigger at the moment. If Ari wanted to hurt MoneyBagg the way he hurt her, this was the cleanest way to do it. What made it worse was how unbothered she looked when everything went public. No explanations, no apologies, no crying videos. She kept posting workouts, business content, lifestyle clips. Nothing happened. That silence spoke louder than any statement ever could. It looked intentional. Meanwhile, everyone waited on MoneyBagg. People expected anger, disses, subliminals, or at least denial. Instead, he posted a photo of nearly $500,000 in cash. No caption, no context, just money. On the surface, it looked like confidence. But in reality, it felt like defense. Because when someone truly doesn't care, they don't need to prove it. That money post wasn't for Ari. It wasn't for Lil Baby. It was for himself. Because imagine finding out your girl was dealing with another rapper for months, maybe years, and the confirmation comes from his baby mama on live. That's not just heartbreak. That's humiliation. And in hip-hop, humiliation hits harder than heartbreak. MoneyBagg didn't just lose a relationship. He lost face. The same industry peers who watched him flex his relationship were now watching it collapse. Every interview, every performance, every lyric. This situation followed him whether he acknowledged it or not. For Ari, the narrative flipped. She went from being the woman constantly embarrassed to the one who got the last laugh. For MoneyBagg, it was a rare moment where money couldn't buy control. And for Lil Baby, silence said enough. No confirmations, no denials, just distance. Because sometimes the loudest move is not speaking at all. In the end, this situation showed something people don't like admitting. Fame doesn't protect you from relationship chaos. Money doesn't stop betrayal, and power doesn't guarantee loyalty. It also showed how pride keeps people in situations longer than they should be. If MoneyBagg had moved differently early on, maybe Ari wouldn't have felt the need to strike back. If Ari had left instead of playing the same game, maybe things wouldn't have exploded this publicly. But celebrity relationships don't run on logic. They run on ego. At the end of the day, this whole situation proves one thing nobody likes to admit. Money, fame, and status don't protect you from betrayal. Whether you're MoneyBagg Yo, Ari Fletcher, or a regular person watching this at home, relationships fall apart the same way when trust is gone. The only difference is, when celebrities go through it, the entire world gets a front row seat. This wasn't just about cheating. This was about ego, pride, and long-term disrespect finally reaching a breaking point. Years of embarrassment don't disappear just because the gifts are expensive or the lifestyle looks perfect online. Eventually, somebody decides they're done being the one who looks foolish. And when that happens, things don't end quietly. What makes this story hit harder is how calm everyone looks on the surface. No public arguments, no explosive interviews, just silence, money flexes, and distance. But silence doesn't mean peace. Sometimes it just means the damage is too deep to explain. And if there's one takeaway from all this, it's this. Social media never shows the full story. The posts, the smiles, the good vibes only captions can hide a lot of resentment behind the scenes. By the time the truth comes out, the relationship is already over. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Ari was wrong? Or do you think this was karma finally spinning the block? Did MoneyBagg have this coming, or did things go too far? And where does Lil Baby really stand in all of this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit like if this breakdown made you see the situation differently, and subscribe if you want more real, no fluff stories like this. We're not done yet.